It is the night before the first day of 5th grade, and Jenna could not stop thinking about school. What would her new teacher be like? What kind of ice cream would the PTA sell on Ice Cream Fridays? And finally, what could she do to be a good student? First, she thought about how she could get a good grade on her tests. She thought back to last year in 4th grade and realized she needed to make some important changes.
First, I need to keep my notebooks organized so I can find all of my notes and handouts. Then I won't be scurrying around and won't miss anything. Last year, I misplaced one of my social studies handouts because my notebook looked like this. Things were spilling out all over. This year, I'm going to keep everything organized so I can find everything that I need for class.
Jenna continued to think about what else she could do to improve on her study habits.
Next, I really need to be better in 5th grade with my time management. Last year, I would bring all of my books into the living room and end up watching TV for what I thought was going to be 2 minutes, but ended up being 2 hours. I also need to start studying for my tests in advance because I used to wait till the night before. I think if I have a test on Friday, it would be a good idea to start studying on Monday, so then I can review a little information each night. Then I won't be cramming the night before and staying up late. You know, sleep is very important.
Time management is when you use your time effectively and are productive. It is important to manage your time so you can get everything that you need complete and as best as you can.
I need to study in a quiet and comfortable place. This means no studying in the living room where my brothers are playing Xbox.
Go, 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 touchdown!
Or when my sister is in her room screaming to her favorite Britney Spears CD. I know. I can either study at my desk, quietly in my room, the kitchen table if nobody's out there, or in another quiet area around the house.
Jenna continued her late-night thought and started to think about her note-taking skills.
Another habit I want to improve on this year is my note-taking skills. Last year, I could not even read my notes. I would always try to rush and write so sloppy. I also need to write my name and date on each assignment, so if I have to hand it in, my teacher will know it's my work, and also the date so I know when I took the notes or did the assignment. This is how I am going to do my work in 5th grade, with my name and the date nice and neatly on each line. I will also go to my teacher for additional help if there is something that I don't understand. Last year, I was so confused on what I wrote in my notes, and I didn't want to ask the teacher what she was writing on the board because I was embarrassed. And also, I was too lazy, so I just copied it down and never asked. And when it came to the test, can you guess? Yup, I was still confused, so I still didn't know how to do it either.
Jenna was getting tired, but she decided to make a checklist of how she could be a better student.
I am going to arrive on time for school. Many times I wouldn't listen to my dad in the morning when he said to stop watching television and get ready. Then I would be running out the door and usually a few minutes late to school. I also need to eat a good breakfast because I would watch television in the morning last year and then I would never finish my breakfast. Then my stomach would be growling while I was trying to learn, so I couldn't even focus on what I was supposed to learn right before lunch. Next, I will also bring all my materials to class and keep my desk organized. Last year, my desk was such a mess that there were always papers and books spilling out of it. Once, I wrote a final copy for my book report and put it in my desk. By the time I wanted to hand it in, it was all crumbled because I had shoved so many other things into it. as I said before, I'm going to be sure to get enough sleep, work on my study habits, such as being organized, working on my time management, and studying in a quiet place. And finally, I definitely need to work on my note-taking skills, such as writing neat, writing my name and date on my papers, and always asking my teacher for help. Developing good study habits are going to help me be a better student this year in 5th grade. How can you be a better student? Remember, your teachers are there to help you. So if you have any questions or need any help, be sure to ask. Now, since sleep is so important, I'm going to rest up before my first day of 5th grade. Good night.